Well, the calendar says April, but this morning, winter made a comeback in central Ohio. A few inches of heavy wet snow fell overnight, mainly on grassy and elevated cold surfaces. Storm Team 4 meteorologist Liz McGiffin explains why measurable snowfall in April is not unheard of here in Columbus. Liz, we know Ohio weather, it happens.
Oh yeah, and that's why I think we say if you can hold off till May to put the plants outside, or in some cases even put the winter gear away, it may not be a bad idea. Here's a loop on the live Viper radar where it was really early this morning, so pre-morning drive, that we saw the most measurable snowfall, in fact widespread. We were talking about anywhere from about 1 to 5 inches of snowfall. So the most recent update out by the Columbus airport just showing 1 inch of snowfall. By contrast though, Shawnee Hills up by Marysville, Sunbury, 4.5 to 5 inches of snowfall. Now, as far as the daily record for measurable snow in Columbus goes, well, that was set back in 1901, where we picked up 2 inches of snow. So we'll be keeping a close eye on those snowfall totals here in the Columbus area. Now, normally we see that last day of measurable snow, so 1/10 of an inch or more at the end of March. However, in Columbus, here's part of why we say hold off till May. The latest measurable snowfall, 1923, back on May 9th. Now, normally the last time that we see 1 inch or more of snowfall happens on March 9th. However, here in the Columbus area, we've been able to pick up 1 inch or more as late as the end of April. We're talking about April 30th of 1908, where there were nearly 2.5 inches of snowfall on the ground. And today, we're still keeping an eye on that live Viper radar, where we're going to be watching for a few leftover flurries and even those clouds gradually clearing out by later on today. As we zoom in closer to the Columbus area, you'll notice cloud cover is the big thing. Not seeing any more of those flurries. Washington Courthouse, Circleville, even up toward Coshocton, watching for a few of those leftover snow showers. I'm thinking though here in the next couple of hours, any color showing up on the radar, it's just going to be moisture left over from that thick blanket of clouds. And the cloud cover, that's all that's showing up outside with our Window Nation tower cameras across the city of Columbus. You'll also notice a little bit of white still out on the grassy surfaces up on the top of buildings. That's actually going to be something that we gradually get rid of throughout the rest of the day, for a couple reasons. And the temperature, that's going to be playing a big part in that. Already we're above freezing, so that by itself will help to kind of eliminate that snowfall from sticking around, and also of course just naturally that higher sun angle that we get in the springtime. As soon as we break up the clouds, that'll allow for that snowfall gradually going away, even out on the grass. Want to give you the heads up though, highs today only reaching the 40s, expecting a high of 44 degrees. And we had to pull out the wind chill graphic again because we're going to continue to just feel like we are in the mid 30s, so nearly 10 degrees colder all day long thanks to that northwesterly flow with the wind. For the rest of the afternoon, best chance for any leftover flurries sliding its way off to the east. So it does look like by the evening drive, hey, most of us actually going to see a few peaks of sunshine. We'll be watching tonight for this disturbance down to the south to leave behind an open chance for a few very isolated flurries. Really though, the measurable snowfall, it came and went before we even got the morning drive going. We're actually going to be making room for some high pressure by the end of the week, which means the return of sunshine and slowly but surely starting to warm up the temperatures as well. Keep in mind though, even as we clear out the clouds tonight, that means we're getting rid of any sort of blanket or layer of insulation that could keep in the daytime heating, no matter how limited it is today. So widespread, we're going underneath those freeze warnings. We're actually going to be seeing those low temperatures right around the 30-degree mark. So if you got a little excited about bringing the plants out, remember, keep those inside not only tonight, but tomorrow night as well. We're slowly but surely going to see, like we were talking about, those temperatures working their way back up into the 40s. And it will be the combination of that slow climb of the thermometer and a few more peaks of sunshine this afternoon that helps to get rid of any of that snowfall on the ground. Like we've been talking about though, you do want to make sure you keep the winter gear close, or at least those nice warm layers, because we'll be seeing the potential for widespread frost tonight as well as into the day tomorrow as well. Big changes that were on the way. I'll let you know when we'll be talking about 60s, even 70s making a return to your forecast, and your full 7-day forecast coming up here in the next half hour. All right.